Greetings and welcome to my sharing sessions with the topic of genetically modified crops for the futures of Malaysian agriculture. So, what is GM crops? They are also known as transgenic crop or biotech crop, which is the plant with their genetic material have been altered through genetic engineering. And these alterations of gene is made for the purpose of introducing a new trait or characteristic that does not occur naturally in plant. For instance, we would like to have a plant with high resistance against pests and disease, so we may use genetic engineering to alter their resistant gene. So here we have some of the examples of crops that had been genetically modified in order to enhance their productions and yield. First, we have the corn crops, which have modified to resist insect pests and herbicide. Then tomato crops, which modified to have the delay in ripening activity and increase the shelf life. Then in soybean crop, they have been modified to resist herbicide, particularly glyphosate. Then also in papaya crop, they have been modified to resist papaya ring spot virus, while in rice, they have been modified to increase their nutritional value, resistant against pests and disease. Then we have the wheat crop, which modified to have the drought resistant gene, and cotton crop that modified to produce a toxin that can kill or resist the bollworm disease. So the modifications of gene is basically to help increase the productions of the crops. Now let's take a look on the advantages of GM crops. As GM crops are modified with resistant gene against pests and disease, it may reduce the use of chemical herbicide, pesticide, and fertilizer. They also require less energy investment in farming, therefore, they help to reduce the carbon print. The GM crops modified with tolerance to abiotic stress such as drought, extreme heat or cold, and salinity enables the cultivations of crops under these unfavorable environment conditions, and this may contribute to land saving and conservation of the land of the soil biodiversity. GM crops are believed to enhance the productions of food, feed, and fiber, as well as reducing the production costs. Thus may produce higher yield to feed the whole nation. However, a big concern rises with GM crops, as it may accelerate the evolutions of resistance-based population, and some may display with resistance to antibiotics. The modifications of plant gene may also trigger harmful health reactions such as allergic response. GM crops may exhibit elevated levels of toxin that can be detrimental to human health, and the development and productions of GM crops may affect the seed company, as the majority of seed sales for the world major crop may be controlled or dominated by a few seed companies that focus on the GM crops only. Moreover, patent-protected GM seed have created a financial and social challenges for many farmers. So GM crops may have their pros and cons, but it may become one of the potential and future way to increase the agricultural productions in Malaysia.